I wanted to hit him in the nose one more time for that bone could have went up in his brain. I wanted to go up in his brain. Because I always thought about that punch. I always listen to the doctors on television, and that's my friends, and they say when the nose goes in the brain, the consequences of him getting up right away.
And now as we come back live to the campus of RPI in Troy, New York, there he is, the young protege of Customado, heavyweight prodigy Mike Tyson. The record you see there, 17 wins, no losses, all 17 by knockout. And there's a good look at Jesse Ferguson, 28 years old, a late bloomer who's been fighting professionally only for 3 years. Probably his most significant accomplishment to be found in his only loss 5 months ago in Atlantic City. Ferguson twice put Carl the Truth Williams on the floor before succumbing to a 10th round technical knockout. He has fought much tougher opponents than has Mike Tyson. Ferguson believes that experience a big advantage in this fight.
I'm going to be there because I'm not going to run from him. I plan on fighting him back, using my experience, my bread and butter punch, which is the left hook, and keep him at bay. I don't want to run from him. I want to stay there and fight him because nobody hasn't done that, and see how he reacts. I feel I have a better chance of beating him if it goes in the later rounds, but if it doesn't go in the later rounds, it's fine. In the earlier rounds, I'm strong. In the later rounds, I get stronger. And I feel that I can beat Mike Tyson.
I'm in good shape. I feel sharp, and I feel like I can outbox Tyson.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. You felt that Tillman in the Olympic trials outboxed Tyson, used his lateral movement and good jab, and those are skills you have, but you can punch also.
Yes. I plan on boxing Tyson, too. I think that I can box as good as he can, and I'll keep him in the middle of the ring, and I can punch if not better than Tyson.
Will this be a win that puts Donnie Long back into the heavyweight picture?
This will be a win that let everybody know that Donnie Long is back.
Key for Long, I think, in his fight is to counterpunch well against Tyson. Punches, and it has been effective.
This will be a win that let everybody know that Donnie Long is back.
Mike Tyson!
I can't beat Mike Tyson.
Similar in height, only a 2-inch difference. Ferguson at 6'1", Tyson at 5'11". Of course, big difference in age. Tyson only 19 years old. Tyson a little heavier. Ferguson with a little more reach. They are not similar physical specimens. Jesse Ferguson much lankier in build. Tyson is built like a fire plug. And the ringside physician can stop the fight. Very quickly, Alex, what chance do you give Jesse Ferguson against Mike Tyson? Clearly, none of the 7,600 here in the arena believe he has any.
Well, Ferguson's only chance really is in that left hook that we talked about so much already. Jump on Ferguson from that bell, and I really will be shocked if Mike's power doesn't get Ferguson out of there quickly.
All right, there is Ferguson as he has been introduced. You heard the polite chorus of boos which accompanied the mention of his name, and now he steps to the ring to allow the place will explode. Of Tyson's 17 fights, many have been here in this area. You wonder what pressure, if any, Tyson experiences at this stage of his career. He has recently been on the cover of national magazines, notably Sports Illustrated and The Ring magazine, a feature in People magazine. At 19 years of age, amateur boxing, and it has been kind to Mike Tyson. Here we go. He is a fast starter.
One thing we should mention, Jimmy, before the action heats up too much, is this is a 16-foot ring, very much to Tyson's liking.
Starting out, going to the body. A couple of those punches appeared low.
If it were a Carl Williams fight, we saw Jesse Ferguson go into the corner and onto the ropes and then counter with left hooks off the ropes. punch. And one of the things that distinguishes him, even in the amateurs, Mike Tyson can throw great body shots. He makes Tyson so special. He threw a tremendous left hook, missed with it, and didn't go off balance. Always in position to punch. Mike Tyson is pacing himself more at this point, Jim. Generally, he would rip punches with both hands without caring about what the opponent did in return. He has some respect for Jesse Ferguson's power. He is not letting his hands go with the speed and consistency that he did in his first 17 fights.
We'll be back. We are back and ready for the beginning of round 2 in Troy, New York. Jesse Ferguson stepping out of his corner in the red trunks. The black trunks belong to 19-year-old Mike Tyson.
We apologize for the quality of our audio at this moment. We are on our backup audio line. We'll stay with you. Now we're told that it's Tyson getting through the guard again.
And in that one brief combination, you saw the speed of Mike Tyson, the thing that makes him special. Not just power, but he really gets the punch there quickly.
It might not be an inadvisable
strategy.
Tyson only once has been as far as round 5. Thus far, Tyson has been content to concentrate mostly on the body.
Things did last into the 5th round. It seemed that Mike got a little bit discouraged. He was in with an opponent that just grabbed him and looked to survive, and he really didn't keep his concentration. Be interesting to see fighting the same kind of opponent here in Ferguson, who's not giving him very many punching opportunities, if he continues to stay on top and keep his concentration and keep in the fight.
And Jesse Ferguson, fighting defensively, appears to have made it as far as the end of round 2 against Mike Tyson. Round 3. And Jesse Ferguson is only the 4th fighter to make it that far with Mike Tyson. Good right.
3 tough rounds. Not tough in the sense he's taking a lot of punishment, but he's throwing a lot. And I think the pressure of the event has got to drain something out of him. He is not breathing heavily. He looks in pretty good shape at this point.
You would find almost no one in the arena who believed before this began that it would go to a decision.
He has not sustained it in this fight, but in flashes you have seen what has impressed so many people in his pro career to date.
You mentioned, of course, the relation. There is really no direct comparison in style between the two fighters. He's been in which to this point he is totally in control. Round 4, and Jesse Ferguson now joins 2 fighters, one named Don Halpin, another named Mike Jamison, as the only 2 men to have made it this far in the professional ranks in the ring with Mike Tyson. In case you have joined round knockouts, coming into this, his toughest test so far.
A few moments ago, Jesse Ferguson looked over to referee Louis Rivera for some help. He just got hit a low blow, as he has been hit a few during this fight. His problem is his trunks are slipping down below his protector.
Now Jesse appears to want to say something to Tyson about the low blow. And the referee warns him not to headbutt Tyson.
Himself out from all of these home run punches he's throwing, and then looking to come on in the late rounds.
Jim Lampley with Alex Wallow. Ringside, ABC Sports live from Troy, New York. Scheduled 10-round heavyweight fight between Mike Tyson and Jesse Ferguson. Tyson in the black trunks, Ferguson in the red. And coming into this round, Tyson has won all 3 previous rounds with almost dead certainty.
if there is such a thing as dead certainty in the scoring of a boxing match.
And you're here to tell us there isn't, I'm sure. Begin round 5. You were with us at the end of round 4. You saw that immediately following the bell, Mike Tyson delivered a right-hand shot to the body of Jesse Ferguson. Ferguson was quite angry about it. Some of you may have seen Ferguson's cornermen jumping into the ring to keep him away from unnecessary extracurricular activity. Whatever the reason, Ferguson has come out more aggressively in round 5 than at any previous time in the fight, beginning to throw that left.
Mike Tyson has not thrown a punch in this round thus far. Things here. One, he's trying to pace himself. I think he has some questions about his stamina, and he's trying to get some questions answered here as well. And the second thing he's trying to do is be careful. I think he respects Ferguson. And he's just not going to come in firing, leaving himself open as he was able to do against lesser opponents. He's in desperate trouble. He will not last much longer. Rivera almost stopped it there. Mike Tyson's known as a great finisher. Let's see how he does with Ferguson.
Was in trouble in both the first and 10th rounds, and now he's in trouble here.
I can't beat Mike Tyson.
Blood coming out from the nose of Jesse Ferguson, the right uppercut.
Tyson's making a mistake by letting himself get this close to Ferguson. He must maintain a little bit of distance so that he's going to take a point. He's disqualifying him. He disqualified Jesse Ferguson for clinching and refusing to break when ordered. He had warned him earlier in this round. Jesse Ferguson refused to break. The referee, Louis Rivera, disqualified him. And ironically, that breaks Mike Tyson's...
Okay, Alex, we saw once again a sensational performance by Mike Tyson, breaking Jesse Ferguson's nose. What do you have to ask the young man?